I think it's like 11 p.m. So it's 11 p.m. I'm just driving around to clear my mind. And I think I cracked the code. And the code, or the saying goes, it's lonely at the top. And I think I cracked that code. I don't think that when people say it's lonely at the top, that they were talking about money-wise, in terms of like your success or anything like that, because that's definitely not what I'm talking about. I think when people say that it's lonely at the top, they're talking about when you've mentally healed from all of your trauma and all of your psychological damage and scars from relationships, from the world, from, from just adulting, I guess. Because like I've spent the last few years healing, and I realized that it's very hard. It's extremely hard to find somebody that is on your level. And when I say on your level, I'm not talking about that I'm an elitist or that I'm better than you or whatever it is. It's not that. It's when you've put in so much work into yourself and to iron out all of the things that you think that are wrong with you. And you've put in the work to fucking fix everything and to understand everything and to really dial yourself in. It's really hard to find somebody else that has put in the same amount of work or relatively close, right? It's just a different frequency. Like I always say, like, I'm from Jupiter, I'm not from this planet. I always joke around, but sometimes I feel like it. Sometimes I feel like I'm not. Like I've elevated my consciousness past Earth. I know it sounds dumb as shit. Like, even just me thinking about it, it sounds dumb as shit. But I feel like I've elevated into a different level of consciousness, and like my vessel, my body just hasn't caught up to it yet. And so like I'm stuck in this weird level of, just like this weird level of in between, just balancing act, just waiting for the physical to catch up with the mental, the psychological. I don't know if it's ever going to catch up, honestly. I don't know. It's just this weird feeling. It's so hard to explain, man. If there's a word out there or a phrase that would somewhat explain what it is that I feel, that phrase would be a quantum leap. And in a quantum leap, I feel like my brain and my consciousness and my soul and all of that shit has already leveled up. And now I'm waiting for the physical to catch up. It's 11 p.m. And like I'm literally just sitting in the middle of a fucking at a parking lot at a boat harbor, an empty boat harbor. And the only people here are like this cop that just pulled in. He's probably patrolling and seeing what's going on. And he's probably gonna kick me out or something, but I just needed to pull over and film this because it was on my mind. It's, I don't even know I don't only want to check the time right now because it's probably gonna mess with this video, but I don't know. I guess I'm just venting. I'm at the point in my life where I'm just kind of like, I'm lonely, but not in like a bad way lonely. I'm more so just like, I want someone to share my life with, to share my experiences with. But I ideally want that person to be on the same frequency as me. Like I don't like drama. I don't like gossip. I don't like being in people's businesses or people's business. I'm not a fan of baggage. I'm just like, all I do is I go to work. Okay, here's my daily thing, right? I wake up, prep my kids for school, I take them to school, I go to the gym, and then I go to work. Then after work, I try to squeeze in a little bit of time for myself, or I go and prepare dinner for the kids, take care of them for a little bit. Then I try to squeeze in some photo shoots, some video editing, because I enjoy doing that. Like, I enjoy creating content. And then by that time, it's like 8, 9 o'clock, sometimes even later. And sometimes I'll just go out with a couple friends, some close friends, just to get some fresh air and shit. But sometimes I do miss just human touch. Like a really good hug. And snuggles. Like, I like cuddling, I like snuggling and shit like that, but it's hard because like there's always an exchange of energy, right? There's always an exchange of energy, and it's like I don't want to exchange energy with someone with bad juju. And it's kind of hard because there's a lot of people that are, when you meet them, they are showing you their representative. It's not the back of the house, it's the front of the house. So there's always that honeymoon stage, and it's usually every about 3 to 4 months is the honeymoon stage, where they almost mirror you in terms of your energy, until one day they just get so used to it that they just drop their guard, and then the real them comes out. You see the real them, who they really are. And usually by that time, you're pretty far invested into that relationship. And you're like, fuck, what do I do now? And I'm tired of that, dude. Like, I'm so tired of people's honeymoon stages. I wish people would just be real and authentic right off rip. Because we wouldn't be wasting so much time, you know? It'd be so much more simple. Yeah. So I guess it's resulted in me just sitting in my car, talking to you, venting. And I guess because like there's no judgment really. Well, I mean, there is judgment, but no one's clapping back at me while I'm talking, so I can just speak. I don't know. I guess it's just one of those nights where I'm just lonely. Not in a sexual way or anything, just having a connection with somebody that, like I said, is on the same frequency, that kind of just understands, like, same vibe. I have had partial experiences with different people with that vibe, but it was just short lived.